Welcome back to my channel. This is Tanya K. I'm so excited because we are on week 2 of our Clean Up the Mess series. If you've been following along, thank you so much. If you haven't yet and this is your first time meeting me, well, welcome to my channel. I am Tanya Kulakian and I'm a consultant and coach specifically for women who want to launch and grow successful six-figure businesses, all while living the lifestyle that they love. And this lifestyle I like to call the Beautified life. And if you know nothing about the Beautified life, I did recently write an ebook called the Beautified Women's Life Matrix. So you may want to check that out. And I've added a link in the bio. So just go ahead and go down to the description area and you will see the link there. But without further ado, ding, 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 let's get into week 2 of our Clean Up the Mess series. All right, so here is our Clean Up the Mess checklist. We've already gone through this for week 1 of physical cleanup. As you can see, I've checked off all of the spaces for my physical cleanup, and I'm so proud of being able to finish week 1 to then move into week 2, mental cleanup. So as you can see, we have lots for mental cleanup as well. We're going to be cleaning up our books and journals, and although this is a physical thing, it really is a mental thing because it is what's coming in and also what's going out of our mind. And so being able to clear out the books and the journals that no longer serve us for 2025, it's going to create space for new books to come in and also for new journals and output of creative thoughts and creative projects. And then we're doing a cleanup of our computer and our phone. You can also add tablet here if you have a tablet. And really this cleanup is about the hard drive of your computer, phone, and tablet. So your photos, your files, your documents, your MP4s, MP3s, JPEGs, PNGs, PDFs, putting those in proper folders and deleting the things that you don't need for 2025. You really want to feel as though you're empowered when you go into or onto your devices so that you know where everything is when it comes to your computer. You can also go into your cloud softwares. So something like a Google Drive is what I use. And so just making sure you're cleaning up those files and putting them into proper folders as well. For your phone, might I add, as well as for your tablet, to reorganize your apps. Look through your apps, make sure that you're putting them, for example, in proper folders, deleting the apps that you no longer need for 2025. Then for our social media, we are going to be doing an audit. So you want to take a look at your social media profiles, whether they're business or personal, just going through the page itself. Read through the bio. Does it still resonate with you? Do you want to change some things in your bio? You can go ahead and do that. Take a look at your content. Make sure your content is still resonating with the message that you want to relay out to the world, whether it's for business and also for personal as well. And you can go through some of your feeds and followers to create more space for new opportunities of connections. But we are going to do that for emotional cleanup when we're talking about relationships. And so you might want to leave that for week 3 so that you have more ample time to work on other things for week 2. For our passwords, I'll get into that in a little bit more detail in the video as we move along. For our email, we have lots of emails. I actually spoke to someone recently that said they had over 10,000 unread emails. And so, she has multiple email accounts and you may be the very same. It's very easy for emails to accumulate. So we want to kind of go through those and just make sure that we've read the ones that we need to read and we trash the things that we don't want to read anymore. And then we're going to go into our financials, and our financials are going to be just having an understanding of our income and our expenses, what's coming in, what's going out, and is everything that is within this income and expenses still resonate for 2025, or do you need to make some adjustments? And this goes hand in hand with subscriptions. So are the subscriptions you're on resonating for 2025 as well? Do you still want to be on these software subscriptions, app subscriptions? Same thing goes for subscription of emails. I am on a ton of subscriptions and it's time for me to cancel these subscriptions. I literally can't wait to do that. So I'm very excited for that process. And then a cleanup of business systems. So if you have any business systems at all, if you own a business, you might want to do a clear up of that. And also cleanup of your to-do list. A lot of people have a master to-do list, so you may want to go through your master to-do list and just see, what you've done, what you've achieved, what you want to add on for 2025 as well. But really, we want to focus on cleaning up for now so that it can create space for what's to come in 2025. So that's it for the mental cleanup checklist. It is a lot as well, but I promise you, as you keep moving along, you're going to feel so much clearer. I know I already do with the physical cleanup. I feel so much more empowered in all of my spaces. I know where everything is. I know what I have, and I know, what it is that I want to bring in for 2025 already. So I'm really looking forward to the mental cleanup, and I hope you are as well. And we'll see you in the next video. All right, so here we are at my bookshelf. It's quite a tall bookshelf. There's actually a room in my space that I haven't showed you all. I'm still working on cleaning up the mess in this particular area because I'm actually transforming it into a nice YouTube podcast studio. So that's why I haven't showed you all yet. And when I get there in the new year, I'm going to bring you along the process of creating this amazing studio space for myself. But in the meantime, I'm just going to show you my beautiful bookshelf here. So you're going to watch me go through each one of my books and just kind of see if these are still books that resonate with me. If books tie to certain memories, I may want to keep them, especially if someone has bought me a book or if there's a particular memory attached to it. But if there are books that are just taking up space and I know that I'm not going to be using them anymore, I might just bring them over to the store in Toronto. It's called the BNB, and they actually might purchase some of the books, especially if they're in good quality and they're books that people seek out. So I'm going to go through that process, and then you can watch me, and then we will move into journals, in which I do have some journals down here. I've thrown out a lot of my journals already, but we might have some on this bookshelf that are hiding. So I'm going to go through that process, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, so this process of going through my books is an interesting one because I love all of my books, but the thing is, I want to make sure I minimize the amount of books that I have. I do imagine eventually one day I would like to have a wall full of books, like that wall kind of library look. But at the same time, I want to be able to have books that I really like and that I've read multiple times and know that I'll go back and read again, or I'd like to give to a future generation. And so I'm going to go through that process now, and you're going to see me re-add those books. So in the past, I actually had my books color coordinated, and I really enjoyed that feel. Now, after going through the books, I saw that there are certain categories, so I was thinking of maybe categorizing them. However, I still like the aesthetic feel of the books being colored. So I'm going to most likely do it color coded once again so that it just gives a nice organized feel. So I'm going to go through that process, and I'll see you on the other side. So we're done our books and journals, and now we're off to computer, phone and social media cleanup. So I'm going to actually just tackle computer and phone to start, and then I'll go to social media. So what I'm going to be doing with my computer is I'm going to be going through all of my files. What I tend to do is screenshot a bunch of things, and then those screenshots just end up on my desktop. So I'm going to be going through all of the screenshots and seeing if these screenshots are something that I need. If they are, I'm going to put them into a particular folder that makes sense for them. If not, I'm going to be putting them into the trash. I do have a new computer, which makes it a lot easier. A lot of the things that I have now are on the cloud. So right now I'm just going to focus on like my hard drive, and then I'll go into my cloud, in which I will organize my files in the cloud as well. So you can watch me as I do that process. It's just going to be me on my computer. I'm probably not going to show a lot of details because I don't want to show any private information, but you can watch me as I go ahead and do that in time lapse, and then you can do the same. And then I'm going to do the same thing for my phone, but I'll do a recap after I clean up my computer. All right, so I am finished the computer part of the cleanup, the mental cleanup. I don't think you can see very well with this camera. I'm not going to share my screen just because of privacy reasons, but I think you can sort of see this is my Google Drive. So I've actually gone through all of my Google Drive and I've put everything into folders. And then in regards to my computer, my desktop is clear, and all of my documents on my computer hard drive as well is in folders. So I feel really happy about that. There's nothing in my downloads. There's no files that are just missing a place. Every file has a place. And I suggest you do the same as well to keep your mind super clear so you know where a document is. I'm pretty excited. I'm heading into doing a cleanup of my phone now. After finishing some cleanup of my computer, I'm feeling really clean and clear. I actually this morning was I was going through my computer and my files, and it was just so much easier to access things. I know exactly where everything is, so I encourage you to go through your computer, your hard drive, your cloud drive, and just clean up the mess there so that you can be super clear for 2025 and know exactly where your documents are and what you have and what you need to delete. But now I'm moving into my phone, so I am going to share my screen and just show you a little bit of what I'm going to be doing, and then I'm going to go through the process, and then we'll take it from there. But the amazing thing about the mental cleanup is you can actually do it from anywhere, because once you're done your laptop and your computer, if you have a computer that is at home, then you might have to do it at home. But if you have a laptop, you can do it anywhere, from anywhere around the world, as well as your phone too. So as you can tell, I'm in a car right now, so I'm going to be doing my cleanup of my phone, and then we will see you on the other side of that. So we have all of my photos. So I'm going to be going through all of my photos from years all the way down, and just making sure that I'm deleting any duplicates, any memories that I no longer want to bring into 2025. And then I'm going to go through my notes too, and just like delete any notes that I don't need going into 2025. And then I'm going to go through all of my apps. So as you can tell, I have a lot of apps right now, and I'm going to be categorizing the apps and just putting them into a good order so that it makes sense for my brain, and what's important to me and what's less important, and etc. So I will continue this process, and then I will show you the final and what it looks like. All right, so here is the final. It's looking super clean and clear. I am so happy about it. Just take a look at how much less apps I have and the categories that I've created, and just feeling so much more clear for my mind. Everything is in its right place. Everything has a category, and I know exactly where everything is, and it's placed in order of importance on my phone. So, this is just looking really great, and I hope that it's feeling great for you as well. Okay, so we're moving into the social media cleanup. So for this one, I'm not going to be sharing my screen, but I will be just speaking out what I'm going through as I'm doing the process. And what I'm looking at, first of all, is just my social media accounts. So I have about 3. One is my main account and 2 are business accounts. I mean, my main account is business as well, but I'm really going through and just making sure that my personal page is nice and clean and clear. And here's my nephew here. He's just taking a look at some of my content. And so yeah, we're just auditing the bio and also any of your photos and your videos, anything that will not resonate for 2025, and just ensuring that your messaging is nice and clear as well on your social media page. So this is what we're cleaning up for social media right now. Okay, so we're doing a cleanup of our passwords. So I created a password master list sheet for you, and this is what I've used many times for myself and also for clients too when I was doing project management and social media work. A very easy spreadsheet in which I've added into the description of this YouTube video so you can access it for free. All you need to do is just press file, and then you will just have to make a copy. And then once you make a copy, it'll go straight into your Google Drive, and then you can go ahead and use it. I've added some potential platforms that you can use, but obviously you can add as many as you'd like here. And all you have to do is add in your login, so your username or email, and the password for that. Okay, and this just gives you a really clear look of what your passwords are, and just keeps them all in one place. There are some softwares as well that you can use that are a little bit more discreet if you think that your Gmail is not a safe place for some of your username and passwords, especially if you have a lot of people logging into your laptop or your Gmail. And I'll add those in the description as well. And for the last bit of this video, I'm going to go over email cleanup, financial cleanup, subscription cleanup, business cleanup, and master to-do list cleanup. Now, I'm chunking all of this in one as this time lapse is moving forward, just because there's a lot that I actually don't want to show on video. But I thought this would be a really good time to just kind of talk through certain things when it comes to these various categories. So, when it comes to email cleanup, it's all about just making sure that your inbox isn't bursting at the seams. So, what you can do is just start with searching for old promotions or newsletters, then mass delete them. And then you can unsubscribe from emails that you've never opened. Tools like unroll.me can help. And you can also set up folders or labels for important categories and schedule time to process emails daily. There are a lot of unopened emails that I had, so I just really took that opportunity to do that mass delete. It felt really good, to be honest with you. Then, in regards to financial cleanup, you really want to make sure that you're reviewing your budget spreadsheet. If you don't have one, we got to talk, because I have a really amazing budget spreadsheet that I work with. And what you want to do is just review your accounts to spot unnecessary expenses. You want to organize your budget again and just make sure that you're setting up auto payments to avoid any late fees with your credit cards. Make sure you're checking your credit card statements for accuracy, and you're just cleaning up any subscriptions to any softwares or any other things that you're subscribed to that you don't want to be subscribed to in 2025. And so that actually brings us to our subscription cleanup. And honestly, subscriptions like sneak up on you big time. and they're really draining to your bank account little by little. Like they just take money and you hardly use it. And you're like, why am I even active with this subscription? So you want to look at streaming services, apps, memberships, cancel anything you're not actively using. Be really honest with yourself. And just keep a list of the essentials so you can stay in control. And then as you move along, you can update that essentials list. And when it comes to your business cleanup, you want to make sure you're auditing your tools and your software. Are they still serving your goals? So streamline your processes using automation tools like Asana or Zapier, and just review your goals. So if you don't have a goal sheet, I actually have an amazing goal sheet as well. So we need to talk again. Goal sheets and budget sheets really are a game changer, I promise you, when it comes to clarity and big vision. And then lastly, when it comes to a master to-do list cleanup, some people have a master to-do list that they start at the beginning of the year. Their big goals, their long-term goals. They may even have master to-do lists that they've started on a monthly basis, and then they just go over and check over that this actually might be you. So if you have a master to-do list, you might want to, go over that and just clarify for yourself what is actually something that you need to do and what is it that you can take out. And then once you've done cleaning it up, you can actually prioritize your tasks using categories like urgent, important, or can wait, and then begin to break down these big tasks into smaller steps. So this is really going to help you clean that to-do list so that you can have a clear path moving forward. Now, I wanted to make this super simplified when it came to these various topics for mental cleanup. So I hope you took the time to really listen in and, gain that mental freedom, because honestly, mental freedom is priceless. So when you're going over this video, just take, again, time. You have a whole week to go through this. And of course, you can come back to this video anytime. It doesn't have to be in this particular week of the launch. But it really is your opportunity to clean up the mess and really get super clear on your vision and goals for 2025 so you can step forward and be prepared for what's to come, because only greatness is coming into 2025 for anybody who's watching this video. And if you are watching till the end and you receive what I just said, just comment "I receive," because 2025 is the year of clarity and vision for you, where you decide to launch into your vision, goals, and dreams that you've always had in your heart. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, evening, whenever you're watching this. Make sure you subscribe and follow on my social media. And of course, you can send me a message, send me a comment, and I will reach out to you if you want more information.